I live in a big city on the equator that imports a lot of our produce. Food is at the heart of Singapore's culture, but it's easy to lose track of where our food comes from because takeout is just so convenient. I'm trying to reconnect with the heart of my culture through my garden and my home. Welcome to my high-rise homestead.
The 2 weeks after Christmas on this part of the equator tends to be one of the only times of the year that could possibly be called sweater weather, with lots of rain, little sun, and lower temperatures, which makes it perfect for my favorite thing to do with Christmas dinner leftovers, turkey porridge. Turkey porridge starts with kitchen scrap broth, as always, so I start by boiling vegetable scraps for 2 hours, followed by turkey bones. The crucial difference this time is I'm going to be cracking the bones open with a cleaver to allow the flavor of the bone marrow to seep out into the broth, so that does call for some knife sharpening. For many of my friends, porridge seems to be a food that is associated with being ill. Many Singaporean Chinese families treat porridge as an easily digested food for babies and convalescents. In my family, however, porridge has always been a practical way to use up little bits of leftovers. A corner of fish here, a chicken carcass there, bits of ham even. Everything that was not enough to feed everyone on its own went into the porridge pot. Sometimes a carrot was added for color, but the two ingredients that have remained consistent across all the permutations of porridge contents, as far as I can remember, are heaps of celery and lots of black pepper. Turkey porridge specifically, as an iconic Christmas staple for my family, began in 2012 when a blizzard blew in on Christmas Eve while my grandma and I were visiting family in New York. We had celebrated Christmas early that year, and by Christmas Eve only the bones were left. The day started out cloudless and blue, but the storm blew in hard and fast, and by dusk we were taking turns to shovel a foot of snow off the driveway every 2 hours. Of course, I was thrilled. We were going to wake up to a white Christmas, and the possibilities were endless. Snow forts, snow caves, snowball fights, make-believe treks across imaginary unexplored plains. And the only thing on the adults' minds was how they were going to keep the kid reasonably warm so I wouldn't regress into a cranky gremlin before lunchtime. Hot cocoa was not going to cut it. So in a stroke of genius, my grandma made porridge. And as the smallest of things tend to do at that age, the association stuck. And I made sure that everyone else knew that I had formed an association between turkey porridge and Christmas and having a warm, full belly wrapped up under layers of scarves while diving face first into piles of snow almost as tall as I. It's been a while since, and of course, it was impossible for my family to be physically together this past Christmas. But in each of our separate homes, we make turkey porridge every December and remember how it felt that Christmas Eve, watching a bubbling pot at twilight as holiday songs played on the radio.